Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Go Bananas Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Wednesday night, we're here to make some noise! Alright, here's a few very simple rules here at Go Bananas. Please turn off all of your cell phones, keep your table talk to an absolute minimum, and no heckling the convenience or you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, make some noise for your family and friends that you're here to see tonight at the Go Bananas Pro-Am! And please let me welcome to the stage for the host of the team this evening, the very funny, the very talented Spencer Edingfield!
Hello, Go Bananas! How is everybody doing tonight? I love to hear it. First things first, I do have to apologize for this ridiculous getup. I know it is a bit unnecessary, but they say that you should dress for the job you want, not necessarily the job you have. And I want to be a game show host for Nickelodeon. That's ultimately the vibe I'm going for. I want it to be slime time all the time. I'm thinking, if not that, maybe I could be like a good used toy car salesman, something like that. My actual job, anything's better than that. You probably clocked me as soon as I got on stage. I work at Men's Warehouse, so it's not very exciting. It's just kidding. They fired me for looking too young, so now I work at Boys Warehouse. Boys Warehouse. You're gonna love the way you look. I guarantee it. I hope everybody's been having a good 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out in this terrible cold. Did anybody else, am I the only person that still believes in New Year's resolutions? Is there nobody else set any? Yeah, look, I think it's a good time to have the line in the sand, make some big changes. My 2024 New Year's resolution was to stop looking at porn. What I am realizing is I cannot talk about that without people making some serious assumptions. People will really assume you're just looking at an absolutely obscene amount. But no, believe it or not, looking at a pretty normal amount, below average, if anything. But the reason I had to stop is I didn't have the same motivation to go out and experience the real thing. Like, okay, I don't know if that is relatable to anybody else, but I just feel like with modern technology, from the comfort of my own home, I can watch people have sex whenever I want. I just don't have the same drive to get out there and sneak through the bushes and peek through people's windows, you know? And people catch me and they go, what the hell do you think you're doing? And it's like, I'm trying to disconnect. Trying to get offline, trying to stop relying on technology so much, you know? I am feeling pretty good about myself, gotta admit. I got a really great compliment the other day. Somebody told me I look like a man. So that was well, specifically I look like Amanda Bynes and she's the man, but you know, I'm gonna take it where I can get it. And honestly, I needed that because a couple weeks ago, I got heckled at one of these shows, and I know I'm supposed to have thick skin, but it really shook me to my core. They got me good. I actually got heckled by a construction worker. Hey, Toots, you should smile more. And you know what? She was right, because doing this, it's supposed to be fun. I got to be setting the mood for the rest of you. I am having fun. I think 2024 is going to be good. I'm feeling hopeful. Things keep getting better and better, not just with comedy, just with life. I'm feeling good. It's a good time to... You know how you want to kill yourself, but you can't because your mom's still alive? Yeah? We all know that totally normal and healthy feeling, right? Like you would if you could, but alas. She's been doing yoga, cutting out red meat. You're gonna have to tough it out for another 30 years. And what can I say? Her pulse is my prison. It's just... All right, maybe on board with suicide jokes. You're a pretty cool crowd. I'm happy to hear that. Things are going good. This is fun. I was on a date not too long ago, and things were going really well. I was having fun, but she kept asking me this weird question. She kept asking me a bunch of questions about, how I have autism, and I said I do, and she says, yeah, don't you? And I go, oh, why do you think that? And she just said, oh, never mind. And it was a very weird experience. I was trying to figure it out, but I think I figured it out. The reason that she thought I have autism is because she had huge tits. I could not maintain eye contact. I just could not look her in the eyes. It was an impossible task. I think that's gonna be my new go-to move with women, honestly. Just blatantly stare at their chests. Yeah, I have autism. So, yeah, no, this is autism. This was actually prescribed by a doctor. Yeah, it's actually ableist to say my eyes are up here. So, you know what? I'm gonna consider this one a success. I had a lot of fun. You guys have been great. Real quick, a couple of things before we keep the show moving along. If you have to use the bathroom, just back in the way that you came to your guys' left. And real quick, make a lot of noise for your wait staff who's gonna be taking care of you tonight. Can we all do that? Make sure you're taking care of them as they're taking care of you, running drinks, running food, and when you get the check, make sure you leave a big tip. And with that being said, please help me welcome to the stage your first comedian of the evening. He's very funny, Mr. Sam Malazzo.
Give it up for the suit man, Spencer Edingfield, stunting on all of us with his professionalism. Dude, has anybody told you that it's rude to stare at girls' boobs? Come on. Number one, what's up, guys? I'm 25 years old. And it's funny how my life has turned out. When I was in middle school playing basketball, my coach came up to me and said, "You're a great athlete, Sam. I think you're gonna be 6'5", playing college ball one day." But gosh dang it, guys, I'm just a regular sized stand-up comedian playing basketball at the YMCA down the street against teenagers in my jeans. And I always lose. I lose to 16-year-olds at basketball. Moving on. When I was like a little guy growing up, I thought by the time I'm 25, I'm gonna have my shit together. I'm gonna have a wife and a couple of kids, having a couple bowls of cereal with my kids for breakfast. Beautiful stuff, right, guys? But right now, I'm just waking up and having a couple bowls of marijuana every morning. I don't have a wife. I'm actually losing loved ones at an alarming rate. Been there, done that. What else? So I've been working on my dating life. The ladies, what can I say, guys? I've tried the dating apps out, like Tinder and Bumble and Hinge, but those are no good. I want to find a lady the organic way, the all-natural way of dating. FarmersOnly.com. That's right, guys. I want a lady that rolls around in the dirt. Someone that has calluses on her hands. Maybe a little hair on her back. Someone from the country. Moving on. Yeah, I also went home a couple days ago, and I went to church with my parents. We're a Christian family. When I was growing up, I thought everybody in the world was Christian. Like I had heard of Jews and Muslims, but they were more like an urban legend in my area. Like I thought they were out in Nebraska or something. After the service, my dad pulled me aside, and he was like, "Hey, Sam, you seem a little out of it. Have you been smoking pot?" And I was like, "How do you think I'm able to sit through church, dude? The priest is dressed like a wizard, and I have to listen to him talk for an hour." He was like, "I don't understand you, man. I don't understand why you do drugs all the time. And I was like, Dad, no one understands why you watch Andy Griffith every fucking day. But you seem to get a kick out of it. And then I kicked his ass. I kicked my dad's ass outside of church, dude. In front of the whole congregation. Not a good look. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God. I love you guys. Man, what else? I just got my master's degree. Can you believe that, dude? Me with a graduate degree, dude, walking around with 2 degrees, woo-wee. Man, the hardest part about graduate school was I taught a class. I taught a public speaking class, and I had to fail some students. I had to put F's on their report card, and that just took my heart right out of my chest. But then one day, I watched a girl give a persuasive speech about why making TikToks is the most fun hobby. And after that, it was really easy to fail students. Not gonna lie. This one guy emailed me and was like, hey Sam, why did I fail public speaking? And I was like, because you're fucking stupid. F stands for you're fucking stupid, dude. That's it. That's it. That's all Man, the next guy coming up to the stage is, he's better than me. He's better than me at stand-up comedy. He's a great writer. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake Hammond.
Hey, give it up for Spencer and Sam one more time, huh? So far, this show has felt like an audition for Love on the Spectrum a little bit, hasn't it? Just a little bit. Finally, a pussy-eating comedian's here. Which is what an autistic guy would say. Hi, I'm also one of them. No. You got 3 in a row. No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't have it. I do eat pussy, though. No, I'm sorry. I'm having fun. I'm fat as fuck. Don't clap. Fuck you. I have stretch marks, man, and men never have a cool reason to have stretch marks. You know, you ask a woman how she got hers, she's like, oh, I grew a human being inside my body for 9 months, and then I brought that human being into this world. You're like, wow, that's amazing. They're like, Blake, how'd you get your stretch marks? And I'm like, nacho fries are back at Taco Bell. Like, it's not, I've been thinking outside the bun, like, it's not the best, you know? My wife tried to help me get rid of my stretch marks. She was like, yeah, you gotta put cocoa butter on them. I was like, cocoa and butter are why I have the stretch marks. Are you fucking stupid? What's next? You give me a little Debbie insulin shot? Like, that doesn't make sense. This is also the same lady that tried to give me size 52 skinny jeans, so she just doesn't know how to have a fat husband, I think. All right, that could be funny. I'm never gonna start with it, but like if you guys laugh at it enough, like in 30 minutes, that would be good. You don't need to know that. I'm just talking. I do have a wife. Sorry, whores. I have a wife, but yeah, sorry, sluts. I'm taken. No one's ever sorry, but I do have a wife, and she's beautiful. She's smart. She's very funny. I remember when I proposed to her, I got down on one knee. And I was like, hey, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me? And she goes, the rest of your life? Sure. I saw you eat 3 double cheeseburgers yesterday. Yeah, what do you got, 5 years left? That's nothing. I can do that. That's fine. My wife looks at our marriage not like a relationship, but more like adopting an elderly dog. Does that make sense to you guys? She's like, he doesn't have a lot of time left, but I can give him a good home. Like, you guys are cool. You guys are being pussies, but no, I don't know. I can tell how my wife feels about our relationship at any time by what dinner she brings home. Like a month ago, she brought home 2 salads, and I was like, oh my God, she's happy. She wants me to be healthy. She wants me to stick around, you know? Last night she brought home a Baconator, and I was like, fuck, she wants me gone tomorrow. That's crazy. But that's also how you treat an elderly dog, right? It's like, fuck it, give it a hamburger. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's probably what he wants. All right, wrote that yesterday. That's pretty funny. That could be pretty good. Being fat's not that bad. I haven't seen my penis in over a year. And honestly, it's been a good break. Like, at this point, my penis is just like a second forehead to me, you know? Because I can't see it, but God, do I want my wife to kiss it, you know what I mean? Just every night before bed, that would be nice. The only difference is I never wanted my forehead to be bigger. Again, these guys are cool. You guys are being pussies. Do you guys not have blowjobs where you come from? Do you guys not get your penises sucked? Maybe you'd laugh more if you did. You unfuckable twats. I'm gonna have fun whether you want to or not. Okay, I wrote this on the way here, so this could be the dumbest thing of all time, but I live dangerously. Okay. My wife does think I'm childish. That is a problem. Like the other day, she was giving me a blowjob, that thing you guys don't get. She was giving me a blowjob, and it was pretty good. It was so good that I finished. And I said, that blowjob was great. For a girl. Okay, that was pretty funny. I was like, all right. I said that in the car, and I fucking almost crashed. I was like, dude, that's so good. All right, that's it for me. That got you guys? That got you guys? For a girl? You guys are gay? You don't get blowjobs? Fuck them. All right, you guys are fun now. That's good. All right, I'm gonna bring up your next comedian. He's from Indianapolis. Give it up for Chris Klein, everybody. Yeah.
How we doing? How we doing? I was recently told I was going to have to be interviewed, and it actually be a professional one. And I kind of have a weird thing about when I'm nervous. I kind of like imagine something else happening, and it being actually funny, so I can relax a little bit. And it got me thinking. I wonder if in our everyday life, after random events, we were interviewed. Mine would probably be after having sex. You come out of the room, go into the kitchen, make a sandwich. I walk out, there's a room like this with the reporters, very similar to the way you guys are looking right now, I imagine. There's a podium, a microphone. They don't even let you get set before they ask you the first question. Chris, what went wrong tonight? I'm better than this. I mean, you guys were there. Obviously, stamina was an issue tonight. Guys, I'd had sex to music before, but never like a live album. You know, because you're focusing on everything, and then all of a sudden the crowd's going on, and you think that they're there for you, and it throws you off rhythm. And my dad taught me that if I'm gonna finish, you know, before I want to, start thinking dead puppies, dead puppies. My dad talked to some of you guys too, apparently. And then the golden retriever walked in, and that kind of threw me off for a loop as well. You know, I just want to thank God for this opportunity, because without Him and what's your name? Peaches. None of this would have been possible tonight. And with that being said, I'll go ahead and take one final question.
Did not having home field advantage lead to tonight's poor performance?
Did not having home field advantage lead to tonight's poor performance? Yeah, it did. I can count on one hand how many times I've had sex with a memory foam mattress. I'm a baseball guy, and I guess, you know, that memory foam allows you to dig in, you know. Being festively plump, I need more of a plush or a pillow top, you know, because it allows me to bounce and go and bounce and go. It wasn't my worst performance. You were there for that one, weren't you? I'm gonna go home, watch the tape, probably break down some film, Obviously put myself in some individual conditioning drills. And, you know, it's times like this where I'm reminded about a quote Walt Chamberlain said. Not to me, because that would be really weird, but he said it. He goes, you know, sometimes your balls are going to do what your balls are going to do. And I think if we take that home with us tonight, 2024 could be like one hell of a year. I am 49 years old, even though you already know I don't act like that. I have 2 kids, and it didn't dawn on me until I started making some stuff up to my kids that our parents growing up said some stupid shit that we believed. In the Klein household, we weren't allowed to take a shower during a thunderstorm because you could get electrocuted. You guys are nodding like this is some frickin' possibility. I have 2 kids and a wife, and I tested this theory 10 times. Minus the stuttering and the occasional trip, I think everything's fine. There's no big deal at all. In my house also, I was made to eat the heel of the bread because that's where most nutrients are in a loaf of bread. And I know that was the first thing you guys thought of when I walked up on stage is, you know what? That dude right there watches what he eats. Yeah, and then, you know, outside of parents, when your grandparents say something, you know, you got to listen. And she walked into my room one day and she said, Chris, honey, if you don't stop masturbating, you're going to go blind. Frickin' grandma, she's right. She's right every time. All right, guys, I think I've killed the mood here, so let's bring somebody else up. Put your hands together, make a good Go Bananas welcome to Mr. Ian Maloney.
Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for coming out. Give it your hands up for that comic one more time. Yep, you heard right, Ian Maloney. You know the first name Baloney. And yes, I also do look like crackhead with a shirt off in Cops. I'm actually 32, and I'm loving it, but I'm not understanding today's lingo anymore. Like, my nephews had to explain to me what sus meant. And he's like, it means suspicious or weird behavior of a male character. I'm like, isn't that just a clever way to say gay? Despite that, I am 32. I'll be 33 in a couple months and everything. And I'm just embracing it. I got my grays going. I'm thinning on top. My ear and nose hairs are getting longer. And if they get any longer, I'm going to braid them into my beard. And I'm going to take home that first place trophy at Comic-Con. Yeah, I'm going to be a dwarf. Well, with the Snow White movie that was supposed to happen, anything's possible with a dwarf. Okay, too soon on that. But no, I've just been embracing it and everything. I've been studying you older people. Men, not women. That's creepy, if it's women. And I've been taking notes, and I have it all planned out. 40, I'm going to start grumbling. No matter what store it is, Walmart, Whole Foods, Target, no place is safe. We push my cart down the alleyway, just going, rrr, 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 rrr. Anyone gets close to me, I'll just snap at them. Rah! It's okay, man, I'm not going to bounce off the stage. 50, I'm going to grunt real loud while I'm sitting and standing up. Just so everybody knows I am sitting and or standing up. When I fall asleep too, years of alcohol abuse, I'm just going to be snoring that death snore. 60, I'm trading in my Kia. I'm getting an Oldsmobile with the woodside paneling and everything. I would get a van, but I'm already carrying hard candies in my pocket right now too. 70, 80 years old, I'm gonna steal shit. I'm gonna fake dementia and everything. Be at Home Depot and everything, carrying away a DeWalt tool set. You all seen the prices of them. You've all thought about it. Just trying to get out, slowly, looking around. Someone's gonna stop me like, sir, you can't do that. And I'll just go, huh? I thought this was my tool shed. Oh God. I hope that wasn't a display toilet. But as of getting older, your parents don't want you around a lot more. They want their freedom, they want their space. My mom's been leaving me some serious hints as of late. She's been looking at me and going, son, have you been meeting anybody, talking to girls? I'm like, yeah, Mom, do my own thing, but yeah, I'm not interested in anybody. My mom's honest. We all have those moms, those brutally honest moms. She looked at me and go, yeah, you do have a resting bitch face. I don't fucking see it. I was like, Mom, I'm just not really interested or anything like that. It's like, yeah, you're also kind of picky too. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom, I want to bring home a classy girl, not a... All right, ladies and gentlemen. Your next comedian is a very funny man, Mr. Darren Rice.
How y'all beautiful people doing tonight? Hell yeah. I wish I was in a happier mood, but today I'm not. It was a weird ass day at work, you know. One of those days that make you like kind of regret clocking in and like make you rethink your whole life a little bit. But because of that line of thinking, I was starting to think about like my work history, like my jobs. And I have like a crazy ass line of like past work experiences. Well, one wasn't so crazy. I realized I like to drink a little too much. I was a bar back for a little bit. Then I drank too much and realized I couldn't work there no more. And then I had this one gig, like I took pride in it. It's a walk around the city and whatnot, like picking up trash and shit. It's like, I felt good until like, I realized I should have got my check, and the check didn't hit. And I never been more irritated finding out that you don't get paid for community service. So my check is late, bitch. Like, but anyway, that was cool. But then I was a lifeguard for a little while. That was sweet. And why the fuck y'all so quiet? I could swim. God damn it. Y'all fucked up. Anyway, so like, yeah, I was a lifeguard for a little bit. That was nice. And I had an even weirder experience with that. Like, I got my first save. Like, I felt so proud in that moment. Like, I saved a little girl. And I don't know what I was expecting, but like, after the save, it wasn't that, it was kind of anticlimactic, right? So like, all that happiness and like, me feeling great, like washed away once a little girl drowned in the same spot like 5 fucking minutes later. So what the fuck am I doing this for? Like, this guy's divine intervention, and for this little girl to drown, that's not my fault. But no, I saved her again. But no, I had an even weirder like group of like coworkers, right? So like, there were people that like to do their job like me, and get paid for doing so. And then there are like people who watch kids drown, which I understand. No, I'm fucking around. But and then we had this nigga named George. George was my manager. George was an oddball. He was hey, buddy may have been on the spectrum, but he was in charge of what I had to do in telling me what my job was. So George was such a character that he would yell at planes passing by. I don't know what the fuck you think that sounds like, but it's like, oh yeah? You gonna fly by and leave me? You gonna leave me here? So I gotta watch these fucking kids? And I'm like, okay, George is going through a time. George needs help. Like, like, I don't know if I can provide this, but like, I believe in the higher power, so I prayed for the man, right? And for like 2 weeks, like everything was smooth. And then next thing I know, he's like barking at kids from the bottom of the fucking water slides. It's like, what the fuck, George, what are you doing? He's like, I'm like, yo, go to the office. So I pray again, right? And everything was cool. Another couple weeks go by, George is like almost regular. And then one day we clock out, like me and him happen to like leave the job around the same time or whatnot. I'm like, hey, hey, you want to get a drink? Like, what you gonna do, George? He's like, no, I'm gonna go home and play video games. I'm like, all right, well, shit, maybe next time. So I clock out, you know, I get my Uber, I'm waiting for it. Then my Uber pulls out to the main street. I see George playing in traffic. I'm like, George, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, nigga, I'm playing Frogger. What you mean? I'm like, yo. And like at this point, I was like, I don't know if this amount of prayer is gonna help George. And like, it was so bad, like he almost got hit by a car. He pulled out a rubber banana and said, bang. I was like, damn, like George is crazy and he a serial killer out here. Like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with him. But nah, more of the story is, make sure you thinking out your life choices before you end up working for niggas like George. 'Cause, that ain't the move. That ain't the move. But you know, my name's Darren Rice. It's been cool as hell kicking it with y'all. Y'all been a nice crowd. And give it up for your boy. He's the very funny Christian Grant.
Hello, hi. Weird energy in here. Hello. I'll be honest. You guys drinking tonight at all? Yeah. All right. Look at that drunk enthusiasm. Hello. Hey. Yeah. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah. This energy before you. I mean, I'll be honest. Last time I was around this type of energy, I was being conceived in a bowling alley bathroom. This is a little bit better. Hello. Hey. Hello. Just for 5 minutes. Hello. Yeah. I was talking to a friend. If someone tells you they have ED, make sure they clarify which one. I thought I was supporting my friend about his eating disorder. I was like, look, I know it's hard. He's like, it's actually not. You think that's awkward? I offered to help, so there's that. Hello. Hello. I think Pennywise the Clown was way ahead of the pronoun game. Everyone in that town was like, he's gonna eat me. And he's like, please, call me it. You know, like, Pennywise was inclusive, you know? He's like, we all float down here. He's a progressive. Enough of you guys need to see the movie. All right, cool. Couple couples here tonight. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Couples. Couple. Couple. Polygamy. Look, I'm kidding here. I want to be a couple. I saw a couple skip their way into a grocery store. I want that. I want to be annoying, you know, like, I want to be a couple that talks to each other like babies. You know those couples? Baba, can you give me some water? Is there a cuter way to piss people off? I actually read that baby talk is a strong sign of a healthy relationship, and that's sad for single people, right? Does that mean it's healthy, which means it's always going to be around, you know? Like, there's always going to be annoying couples around. You'll be 9 years old in a hospital on your deathbed. There's going to be a couple next to you on their deathbeds on life support. You know what they're going to do? You unplug. No, you unplug. Fucking, I'll unplug both of you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a couple. I am seeing someone casually. I don't know if I'm going to keep seeing her, because her dirty talk makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, I'll be enthusiastic even with how weird it is, you know? She'll be like, harder. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, faster. Yeah. I'm like, richer. What? Blacker. Okay, I see what you're doing here. She wants me to be Kanye. Can't be Kanye. Harder, faster, richer, blacker. You get it. Hello. Hello. Let me ask you guys a question. Let's say in the mail you get an amazing love letter from a stranger. Is that creepy or romantic?
Whoa.
Both. Depends. I've got a friend in prison that would love to meet you. I think it's creepy. Because, like, it doesn't matter how amazing the letter is. It's still a stranger going, hey, 2 things, I love you, and I know where you live. You know, like, I think it's creepy. But, before phones, that was the move, you know? You sent them letters. You knew where they lived before you asked them out. Like, I'm glad phones came around, because if we went by how love used to be, it would be creepy. You know, like, imagine me in your Ring camera. I've come to call on you! Can't give it to me, I saw your ankle one time! Like, yeah, creepy, right? Love letters. There are famous love letters out there. I don't think we're gonna see the new ones. Just because, like, texting, right? With love letters, those got romantic because it took time, right? I haven't heard from you in 3 weeks. I missed you. With texting, you can send instantly to anyone. Like, if they could send letters back then instantly, the famous love letters would be filled with 2 words. You up, you know? Actually 3 words, and the 3rd word is a highly detailed sketch of an eggplant. I said sketch. All right, moving on! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for a dear friend of mine. He's very funny. Give it up for Chris Zamer.
What's up, everyone? One more time for Christian, please, and everybody you saw so far, huh? Yeah, man. What's up? I'm Chris, everybody. I got a girlfriend. I think that's probably why I dress the way I do. I think I dress pretty snappy now. If left to my own devices, I dress like a guy that jerks off into the mirror. Do you understand what I'm saying there? Just for me. You understand that? Got a girlfriend. I will say my girl. I did outkick my coverage here. She's great. She is prescribed to 60 milligrams of Adderall a day, and that's a lot of goddamn Adderall, friends. That is a horse's dose of Adderall right there. That's the reason Mr. Ed spoke human words. You understand what I'm saying? Like 60 milligrams of Adderall, sugar cube, it just gets that fucking hoof up going. You know what I mean? Makes her quick-witted. She's pretty funny, but sometimes she can use that quick wit for good. Sometimes she can be a little bit of a shithead with it, use it for bad. Not too long ago, you guys can kind of see up front, I got gap teeth. I don't know if you can see that. My teeth are all spread out like sleeper cells in the hills of the Afghan mountains. You understand what I'm saying there? Like there's more space between my front two than the Leonardo DiCaprio and the age of any of his partners that he's been with. Like you can move around in there. When I smile, it sounds like wind chimes. Are you getting what I'm putting down? I moved in with my girlfriend not too long ago. We were doing that whole marriage of assets thing. You know, one of my stuff is coming to the house. Most of my shit's going back to the dumpster I found it at. But she was looking online at water picks. You guys know what the water pick is? It's like a pressure washer for the shit in your teeth, right? And I said, don't worry about getting a water pick, baby. Daddy's got a water pick. I'm bringing a water pick to the house. And that's that Adderall, man. She didn't skip a beat. She goes, why the fuck do you have a water pick? What'd you lose in there, a Dodge Neon? Jesus Christ. We got a garden hose, Chris. Have you thought about just smiling real big and proud into the shower head every day? I feel like you'd achieve the same end result there. The other day I was getting real high and I said, baby, I got half a mind to get frosted tips in my hair. You guys remember frosted tips on the boys? Oh yeah. She didn't like that. She said, contact the other half of that mind and squash that shit. No goddamn way. Not in my house. Have you thought about that bald spot on the crown there, big guy? You're gonna look like a glazed donut from the back. No one wants that. You're not living in my house looking like that. Sometimes, though, like I said, she can use it for good. I bought a motorcycle back in April. I bought a Harley Davidson. And I went home that day, and you gotta name the bike when you get something cool like that, a cool car or something like that. I went home and I started getting really high and watching wrestling, and I couldn't come up with anything. So I said, baby, I got to name this bike. It has to represent me. It has to be something funny, all this. And she didn't skip a beat again. There's that Adderall one more time. From the kitchen, she just goes, how about Harley Weinstein? Yeah. How about Harley Weinstein? Shit, I'm not coming up with anything funnier than that. That's great. She got a sister, too. Her sister ain't quite as smart. Sweet as can be, a little bit of a space cadet. She told the entire family that before I met him that I graduated from MIT. I didn't. I went to ITT here in Cincinnati. They couldn't be more starkly different, you know what I mean? Like, one is still a learned university, the other was a Spirit Halloween back in October. Who could have seen the writing on the wall there, right? The college in Norwood next to the railroad tracks didn't stand the test of time. Goddamn. Fuck me. Who knew? I don't know how to say this. Well, the summer after my freshman year of high school, I went on a cruise to the Bahamas with my junior high choir director, and convincing my girlfriend that I wasn't molested has been a real treat. You understand what I'm saying? This, so I told her that story. She's like, "Oh wow, your whole class went to the Bahamas together? That's pretty cool." And I was like, "Nah, that's not what I said." She's like, "Oh, so he bought you your own room on a cruise ship?" No, we just got the same room. And she's like, Chris, he was grooming you. I was like, that can't be true. He's a straight guy. He had a subscription to Playboy. He would bring me Playboy magazines. That didn't do me any favors, I gotta tell you. Well, that one needs some fucking work. That's just too much truth for this goddamn show, I'll tell you that. That's too much truth for me to come to grips with on a Wednesday goddamn night. I've been doing stand-up now for like 12 years. I've been on Twitter the entire time because that's how you supposed to get people to follow you, right? But I've only ever followed on Twitter porn stars and OnlyFans models. So my algorithm is gross, you know what I mean? Just girls putting stuff inside of themselves. And pro wrestling updates. I still want to see what the boys are up to. But I've been following some of these gals so long. I've followed some of these women through their entire career of porn stardom. Now I'm getting to follow them on their journey to Christ, and that's been super rewarding. You know what I mean? Like one day, this Brazzers model, she was just like, out of nowhere, she's like, you're never too much for God, and God will never give you more than you can handle. I thought, that's wholesome. And then the next day, her post just said, check out my OnlyFans page for a Labor Day sale. Ass. Watch me take more than I can handle as I cry out to God. And that's what I'm here for. Thank you guys so much. That's been my time. Let's keep this show moving right along, huh? Make a lot of noise for your next comic, man. Put your hands together for Dougie Esch, everybody. No, you gotta keep it going, man. He's coming all the way from the back.
I'm a newcomer at this, so you don't have to laugh. I'm from the west side, if that says anything. But born and raised on the west side. After this tornado came through, I moved to the east side, stayed there for 35 years. Now I'm on Kentucky. Yes. So, women in Kentucky are much better than they are in Ohio, I can promise you that. Met my fiance or wife-to-be. I didn't know a woman could have that big of tits. When you're walking into Kroger's and your arm starts swelling like this from her bumping you so hard, it hurts. And I know what pain is because I've had 50 years of disability. I've had more needles than anybody in this area has in me to stay alive. Anybody know what that is? Come on.
Diabetes.
There you go. Who else has diabetes that was a comedian for many years? Mary Tyler Moore. So you guys are all you guys are too young to remember that. All right, let's get back to the funny stuff now, not the dumb stuff about me. Let's say this. You guys remember the ancient Egyptian days when men could have 20 wives? Would you ever want to go back to that? Okay, how about you women? I'm putting something in the Congress to let women have 20 husbands. How about you women? You guys want 20 husbands? No? Most of them say that, but here's what you're going to have to do. Congress is agreeing with this, is you're going to have to put a mud pit in your basement, wherever you live. And with that mud pit, you're going to have all 20 men fight for you, and number one gets you. You want that? Yeah. Okay, then you're going to have to go with the fattest guy with the biggest beer gut with no teeth. He might have a gold tooth, though, but mostly no teeth. You okay with that? Most women say no. Stay with the 20 guys. You'll have one doing your toenails, one picking the hair out between your toes, and one doing your ear nose hairs. So That's one of the better ones I have. Let me think. Let's see. You know, it hurts when you're a very young child and you get molested in the hospital. Then you don't learn until you're much older that happened to you. Okay? So one thing I learned from my father at the bowling alley on the west side of Cincinnati. There's like more bowling alleys on the west side than there is in Cincinnati. And I think it's because the women on the west side that thought they were prettier, I didn't see that many women in that many skirts. This is when I was young, I learned it. That my father was the man that could drop his towel for cleaning the bowling alley the most. And it was always when the lady was getting up to bowl and she was bending over to let the ball go down the lane. He wasn't screaming at her when she got the strike. He was screaming at her, hey, wait, you look better than that last one did. So that's what I learned from my father. That's why I didn't see him for 35 years. So, but I can't say I can stay up here for the whole time. I'm not that good as the other guys have been. I'm a dumbass that drove into a hole on the west side, and they had to wire my mouth shut for 16 weeks, and that's when I found out who really liked me. So I couldn't talk for 16 weeks. And I'm the only person who made lots of money from that too, because they bet me that I could eat what I would eat through a blender. Big Macs don't taste that bad through a straw. Honestly, you can eat anything through a straw because you have to chew everything up anyway. So I made lots of money doing that for a long time. And after I learned, they got my mouth and my face straightened out. A couple friends said, "Hey, I'd like to see you run somewhere else. They got a construction site over there. Drive your truck into that hole." And I was like, "No, I don't want to hit a truck driving the hole at 45 miles an hour. Brand new truck too." So that's why I tell nobody buy a new car at all. Not. I totaled 3 brand new cars. So that's why I'm up here trying to, if I ever make it big, I'll buy a better brand new car. And don't buy anything. I'm not allowed to say names, but I can tell you one dealer I don't buy from. They won't give you a discount. You buy 4 brand new cars from them, and you come back for a 5th one. You gonna give me money off since I've been here this many times? Hell no, go screw yourself. It's like, okay, don't come back here. And then they call you after you buy a car. Hey, why didn't you buy from us? We'll give you $20,000 for your used car. Get out of here, you liar. So, I wish my friends out there I could see them. Maybe they can give you some shots or give you hand gestures to keep going good. But I can't. I'm only seeing 3 people. I said I would not pick on anybody, but I'm wanting to.
Hey, dog.
Oh, there's one. Those are people you like to work with. The company I work for, they're great. Everybody's got the greatest personality. Everybody who comes in is good to work with. They all have a smile on their face, and I didn't get to use any of their jokes up here. That's why I'm not going to be the nicest guy at work tomorrow, because I don't have a good memory. I had lots of stuff to say up here, but because of my disability, because of my disability, I was supposed to do that, guys. That wasn't even supposed to be dumbass funny. But as you notice, I don't know cuss words because I always got beat up as a kid for saying them. I was in a children's home for 2.5 years, and all I saw was nuns. And seeing a naked nun come out to take care of a boy that had a disability is the worst thing in the world. But I have to say, here we go, I gotta come up. All right, let's welcome up for the next guy up here, Zack Hunt. Zack Hunt, come on up, buddy. You gotta do better than me.
Keep it going for Doug, guys. This shit's not easy. So my name's Zack Hunt. I'm from Indianapolis, and I just turned 36 last year. Yeah, part of that 3-6 Mafia. But I'm not ashamed to admit, in my old age, there are things that I didn't even know. Like, we've all seen shoes hanging from power lines, right? Yeah. They have a double meaning. I thought we were just throwing some Adidas to Jesus, but that's not it. No. Apparently, those shoes can tell you what drugs you can buy in those areas, too. Yeah. Yellow, meth. White, coke. Green, weed. Fucking homeless ingenuity. But it got me thinking, does the quality of that shoe dictate the quality of that drug? I show up, you got some Asics, shit's gonna be pretty basic. But if I see some J's, we are getting fucked up for days. And I think we love drugs. Make noise for drugs, guys. Say you guys just legalized marijuana, get fucking louder. It's still goddamn rape in Indiana. And I'm on mushrooms, that's why I love this shit, so. But my favorite drug, above all else, when I take some gases, I've done them all.
Crack.
God damn, you are fucking good, dude. Give it up for this man. Fucking Harry Houdini. I love crack, guys. I did it from the crack of dawn to the crack of night. That's how you know you're doing the crack right. And I would get fucked up for days. Became best friends with my drug dealer. 55-year-old bowling coach named Tyler. And me and Tyler, we were best friends. Fox and the Hound, everywhere we went together. Tyler had a meeting, Zack was there. Buying some crack, but I still care. And when they won state championship, guess who was in the photo? Hiring shit on crack, but we were there, we were champions. Smiles on our faces and rocks in our socks. Sounds like a good damn night, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't end too well. Yeah. We got pulled over. Uh-oh. Yeah. I'm freaking out because I'm more crack than Liberty Bell. But Tyler, 33 grams of crack in his socks. Yeah. Apparently he had more than me. So what did he do? He stopped that Honda Civic, looked me dead in the face, said, "You got this, champ," and took off running. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a 55-year-old crack dealer try to outrun a 20-year-old state trooper. It's fucking National Geographic. It's cheating to do. But you give that 55-year-old some crack cocaine, Hussein will bolt. And that motherfucker did. I've never seen 55-year-olds run from anything further than their family. So what did the 20-year-old do? He pulled that taser on him. And what did Tyler do? He swallowed that crack. And what happened? Flawless fatality. Yeah, he fell down and died. But there was some confusion in his death because his parents were like, "You sick son of a bitches. You tased my poor baby to death." They said, "No, your dipshit son tried to swallow 33 grams of crack and boop, 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 fell down." But me, as Tyler's best friend, I just found his death hard to swallow. Yeah, because he choked. And I went to the funeral. Don't go to your fucking drug dealer's funeral. But I had a Sunday, so I figured why not. But they were like, the whole time I'm there, his family's like, "May he rest in power. May he rest in power." And I'm like, dude, you thought he died from electrocution. That's pretty fucked up. Yeah, he electrocuted too. So, New Year's has passed. I got a DUI. Great start. Not proud of it. But my one New Year that like fucked me up more than anything was like 4 years ago. Like I was by myself because my girlfriend had an issue that night. She punched a police officer. You know, so I get an Uber and I'm going home and he's like talking his ass off. And he notices I'm alone, so he says, "Look, I'm lonely, you're lonely. I'll cut you a deal." Pulls upside the house and says, "I will give you $1,500 if you suck my dick." Yeah, that's about how quiet it was. But I didn't get mad, guys. Hell, you wake up the next day and that's a new year and a new start, right? And what is a better way to start that new year than with $1,500 fucking dollars? All right, thank you guys for your time. This next comedian is a steady local here. He's got the Rain So Far podcast. Give it up for the Jared there, Ram Barnacle. Oh yeah, yeah! Woo, yeah! Guy by himself. Woo-hoo! Party Wednesday, got the teachers out, good to see ya. Puffy hair, flat hair, front row, we got them all. Couple of farmers sitting side saddle, good for the boys. You don't want to look at me forwards, you don't want to commit to that. You want everybody to know you're cool and you got a big wiener you're hiding under that table. Okay! For you, lady! Good crew. Good crew. Having fun? Hard day in the fields? Tractor back up on you? Cows needed cowing? I don't know anything about farms. Me and this guy, we know nothing about farms. What do you like, the devil only? Good. All he likes is
Snakes and eggs and drippy things. That's all he likes. Look at him. You would hate a guy like him. We need a switching spots. He tills the fields. Is it teals? Tills, thank you. He tills them. You go work at Spencer's Gifts and you sell dildos to old ladies. Isn't that right? That's what you do. You're a taste tester at the Pocky Pusset Factory. Pocky Pusset Factory. Doesn't matter. Now we're having fun. Big smile out of you. Still don't know what you're even looking at. Good, good, good. Good crew. Couldn't find any friends. All right, well. Jesus Christ. Everybody was like, it's going to be 8 degrees. And you guys were like, no, we'll go inside. We'll scowl at some people trying. We'll go in. We'll take a look at some people trying. We'll have some long faces. Not you, Skip the pervert. Not you, Ricky the field hand. You guys are good. Everybody else can suck a fucking dick and go to hell. You hear me, San Francisco? Hey! All right, well, here we go. I was kidding about the last part, or was I? Okay, I want to tell a story because I had a fucked up day. A lot like every day you live. Is that correct? I had a fucking bad day. Something probably weird happened to you, huh? What's your name? Like Stardust? What's your name? Do I want to guess? Is it Azrael?
Simple, one syllable.
One simple. Sam.
Close, Max.
Max. Ooh, scarier. Okay, so listen up now, Max the Devil. I go to a coffee shop every day. You hear me? You listening now? You know what this is? All right, I go to a coffee shop every day. Now, what you call it is liberal juice, but I do coffee. I go to a coffee shop. I go to a coffee shop every day. Half-mile walk there, half-mile walk back. Some people call that 1 mile round trip. Is that correct? As a crow flies. Okay, so 1 mile round trip to the coffee shop. Imagine me, my little feet. I'm ready for caffeine. You looking? Are you alive? Okay, breathe. So here I am, walking with my fucking tight little ass, and I'm going to the coffee shop, half mile, you hear? So I go in the coffee shop, and you know when you go, you ever been in one? Okay, well let me tell you something. They don't talk the way you talk, okay? You can't just walk in a coffee shop and be like, God damn, horses are ugly whores. You can't do that. You gotta talk a certain white way when you go into the coffee shop. You know about this. You gotta walk in and say, where do you charge your crystals at night? You gotta talk like them. You gotta walk in and be like, God damn, quinoa sure is expensive, is it not? You gotta do that. That's how you gotta talk to these fucking people, right? So I do all that, I talk, I say, can I have my iced coffee? I get an iced coffee every day, even if it's cold. I'm crazy. And I get iced coffee every day, and I'm saving the show. And I get an iced coffee every day. And sometimes I say, I would like whole milk, but I get almond milk. Because you can't ask these people for fucking whole milk in these. Dude, if you ask a coffee shop with people with your haircut to make you coffee, and you say, can I get some milk? They look at you like you walked in and you were like, hello, I'm a child molester. What's your Wi-Fi password? They treat you so bad. They treat you bad. So I get almond milk, I'm ready to dump it out. But then, I get almond milk. And I get the almond milk and I'm like, thanks. And I go to leave. And as soon as the little door closes and the bell, cling, cling, as soon as it closes, and I step off the step onto the sidewalk, I had to poop. I poop immediately. I mean, it was like in my ass, like, what happened? You've never shit before. But now, I can't go walk back into the fucking coffee shop. These motherfuckers know me. I'm the almond milk guy that makes them laugh. I can't walk back into the coffee shop like, can you throw an extra cube in this? I gotta go gag the pipes. I can't do that. So now I just have to walk that half mile back. As the crow flies, as we remember. So I have to walk all the way back to my home. And I was thinking, because when you have poop anxiety really bad, and you're like, I'm gonna shit. I started thinking in my mind, I was like, oh wait, marathon runners shit their pants. I'm like a fucking marathon runner. But I've never seen a marathon runner cross the finish line fucking crying, holding shit in his ass. I've never seen that. All right, good. See you guys. That was fun. I gotta go. I gotta be done. I had like 50 other things to talk about. Start clapping your stupid fucking hands. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna bring up your next comic. Keep getting real loud. I don't know who this guy is. but his name makes him sound like his family was cursed by a tree. Give it up for Lucas Creech, everybody! Come on, Creech!
That's fucking hysterical. He made fun of my buddies the whole time. He was talking about how their dicks are big. Coming from somebody who's seen him. He's fucking lying to you guys. It's a fucked up situation. How's everybody doing tonight? Is everybody doing pretty good? I was told he's a real tough act to follow, so I'm just gonna say some of the most outlandish shit, alright? I see a few couples in here tonight. I've seen them all night long. You guys are very fucking cute. Very fucking cute, let me tell you that, alright? I recently had a conversation with my girlfriend that was not so fucking fun, okay? She's sitting right over there. I'm gonna call her out because it's this fucked up situation she's put me in, alright? We were talking about preferences in relationships, what we look for in our significant others, okay? You probably have somebody you look for, tall. No, you really can't talk. Everybody's talked about you all night long, and I was like, I'll get her to talk. No. Everybody's got preferences, you know what I mean? My buddy over here, he likes anything with big tits and that'll fuck him really easy. He does not care, okay? I was talking to my girlfriend, she asked me what my preferences are. I like a girl who's shorter than me, typically goth. I like those bitches that like step on you and shit. Like, I don't fucking know, all right? It's a fucked up situation. Like I was saying before, all right? Fucking, she tells me what her preferences are, and take a good fucking look at me real quick while I'm shaking my fucking ass off over here. I'm a real tall white guy, right? My girlfriend, 5'4", cute little golf girl. Likes short guys, and it gets worse because she likes short black guys with long dreads. And I'm not making this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. She's being totally fucking serious about liking short black guys. It's the most fucked up situation I've ever been put in. If you haven't been in a situation like that, imagine you're a real fat fucking guy, right? And you hear your wife talking about how fucking hot Jason Momoa is in his Aquaman movie, right? That's gonna fucking give you a bit of an ego problem for a bit. Fast forward a few days and you think your fucking punk ass forgot about it. No, you're hitting your wife from the back and you're like, wow, she's enjoying this quite a fucking lot. Till you fucking realize she's thinking about getting fucked by Jason Momoa. I mean, like, that's a fucked up situation, all right? You're up for fucking days on end now. You can't fucking let this shit go, because your fat, sorry ass can't be Jason fucking Momoa. I mean, he's jacked and fucking Samoan. Like you can't fucking win there. You're fucked. You're fucking going through her Instagram following. You see some of the most fucked up shit you've ever seen. You see fucking Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., fucking Ben Askren. Realize this bitch wants to fuck every goddamn superhero. She's a fucking whore. That's a fucked up situation. Man, I really killed it with that one, didn't I? Let's make more fun about my buddy's dicks. How about that? That's enjoyable. That's enjoyable. I have this fucked up habit. I tend to fuck my buddies all the time. I come up behind them. I touch my buddies a lot more than their girlfriends ever would. Like, dude, he's got a fat ass. Like, there's not much I can do. I'll be in Walmart, fucking bend him over the goddamn record aisle, fuck him in the back. Manager walks by. What the fuck are you guys doing? Cries for help. Nobody comes. Looks like two kids horsing around. Dude, I'm shaking my fucking ass off. This is nerve-wracking, bro. This is fucking terrifying. Some of you guys are really fucking ugly. Did you know that? I didn't fucking know that until I got up here. Now I can see everybody because my eyes have adjusted. I mean, I can't say a whole lot. I'm fucked up too. I mean, it is what it is. I recently found out that my buddy's cheating on me. He got a girlfriend. He doesn't want to hang out as much. It's quite annoying. We used to go shoot pool every Monday. This Monday he bailed on me to go fucking see tits. I don't know. It's fucking so lame, man. Why didn't you fucking do that shit, you farming ass motherfucker? As the crow flies. Fucked up, dude. Like, I can't be in a worse situation. Like, girlfriend likes short black guys. My buddies are all leaving me. I think now all I have to do is just fucking drive my race car around. My race car is a 2008 Honda Civic. It's my fucking favorite thing ever. This thing's a fucking piece of shit, dude. I got pulled over on January 1st trying to meet that little fucker to go shoot pool. And they pulled me over because they thought I was a fucking Honda Accord. I know why they pulled me over, okay? I was going down a fucking hill, and my loud-ass exhaust popped in the cop's face, and he didn't really like that too much. So he pulled me over, and he said, yeah, we had to stop you because your dark tint, we were worried you were selling drugs. Whatever, man. All right, this next guy, Joe Shelby, he's a real sweet guy. I smoked a cigarette in the parking lot with him. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, guys, keep it going for Screech. Oh yeah, we were talking about cigs. You guys smoke cigs? Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask her when I'm trying to stop, actually. But it's tough, you know, because cigarettes, they're addicting, you know? I don't know if it's the oral fixation or the nicotine that's so addicting. You know what I mean? Like, cigarettes are just like these really long, really delicious nipples. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be outside all day just like... I don't know. I think I just really miss my mom, you know what I mean? Big smoker. Long nips. You know? Actually, guys, give it up for my mom's nips really quick. Just give it up for her nips. Yeah, they helped me get here tonight, you know what I mean? Be nothing without them things. I got a sandwich earlier today, got totally fucking ripped off. $14.50 for a panini. Can you believe that? $14.50. Come to find out, paninis aren't actually made out of midget penises. Yeah. They're just sandwiches with toasty bread. What a fucking rip, you know? You guys ever go to Arby's and ask if the menu matches the drapes? It's a beef curtain joke, guys. That's pretty good, actually. You know what, guys? Give it up for my mom's nips one more time. Hell yeah. Too bad she couldn't be here. She's actually dead. I'm just kidding, guys. She's in back. What's up, Mom? Here's a really good question, guys. How come cat naps have nothing to do with cats? You know what I mean? And like catnip has nothing to do with nips. You know what I mean? But like, they both make me come. You know? You know? This is a big nip set right now, guys. I get that. I get that. Me and my girlfriend, we went to Gatlinburg a couple weeks ago. She went to go bungee jumping. $250 to tie a rope around her feet and jump off a fucking bridge. Can you believe that? $250 to pretend to commit suicide? It's like, no way, dude, fuck that. Just do it myself. You know what I mean? Growing up, I thought I used my arms a lot more, to be honest, you know? Like, I used to wave at people, you know what I mean? High five, throw a ball. Now I just... This is it, you know what I mean? Maybe a shoulder shrug, you know? It's all scary. It's really scary. It's gonna happen to my rotator cuffs, you know what I mean? Throw my fucking arm out jacking off again. No, no, Mom! I don't know why I said that last part. You guys You guys ever heard the saying balls deep? I just heard that. What does that mean? Is it just fucking? You know what I mean? Like I've been putting it in as far as it'll go. And like it can't go much further than that. You know what I mean? Like, is anybody stuffing their balls in? Is anybody stuffing them? I don't know. I've just been putting it in, you know? And balls deep. It's apparently not enough, you know? All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, I got the light. That was my big closer. But actually, did you guys know that mini muffins backwards spell sniffaminims? Yeah, that's real. It's a fact. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for me. How about we make some noise for your next comic right now? Let's clap it up. Everybody, you start clapping it up. Come on, guys. Here we go, guys. Get up for CeCe Laird.
That ugly. I don't know what that guy was talking about. I think you guys look great. I am your female comedian tonight, so enjoy the tokenness of it all. Yeah. I am CeCe, that is my name. It is short for Cecilia. It gives me two names and two very different personalities. I feel like when someone calls me Cecilia, I could be like a fancy wedding planner or something, you know? But I feel like when I'm CeCe, I could get kicked out of that same wedding for flashing the groom. You know, like, CeCe posts very messy social media content, you know what I mean? That Cecilia has to later go and clean up. Does that make sense? Or, here we go. CeCe is going to the therapy appointment that Cecilia is facilitating. Does that read? Maybe not? All right. Well, a lot more you need to go to therapy, so. You're at a comedy club. I don't know what to tell you, okay. I have what can only be described as stray cat energy. Does that read? You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I will show up anywhere if there's food. I'm like kind of cute, but I'm also very sickly. I got a lot of genetic disorders, you know what I mean? And I mean, you can usually find me urinating in an alley, so. You tell me what that is. When I was about 5 years old, my dad divorced my mom because she's what? Aggressively unstable, that's right. But instead of moving like halfway across the country like divorced dads do, he ended up moving right next door. And guys, that's how I found out my mom has bomb-ass pussy. She is aggressively unstable. When I first came of age, she suggested, when I got my menses, she suggested that I have a party, like a celebration, like a period party, like a sort of coochie quinceañera, I guess. And I was like 13, so I said, and no thank you. That sounds embarrassing. But I look back on that with regret because I should have done it. I should have had a period party. Can you imagine a more metal slumber party? I don't think it could have gotten more epic if I even tried. A celebration for the bloodletting? Come on. We all could have had like, you know, velvet hooded robes, you know, it could have been like very weird, you know, I could have had a menstruation chalice. You know what I mean? We all could have stayed up later and fingered each other. I don't know. Just a thought. I have mommy issues. I have mommy issues which are not as like cute and fun as like daddy issues are. Like daddy issues will like turn you into a stripper, you know what I mean? Which is like, fun. But like mommy issues will turn you into a fucking psychopath. You know who has mommy issues? Ed Gein. Manson. Hey, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Give it up for Gypsy Rose. Just kidding. She did the damn thing. What can I say? She did it. Go, girl. No, I do. I have lots of issues. Let me ask you a quick question. Who here has been to an escape room before? Nobody! Great! This joke is gonna go nowhere. No, I'll tell you a little bit about an escape room I went to. It was crazy. It starts out with the locked door, right? And then in this one, there's padded walls and like mandated medication 3 times a day. Never been to an escape room so immersive they gave you grippy socks, guys. It took me 72 hours to get out of that one. But that's okay, I got them. You can always get them with Yelp. I said 1 star. Would have given 0 stars, but the staff really committed me. And guys, that's how I know I too have bomb-ass pussy. Thank you, I've been Cecilia Laird. Please keep it going for the next comic coming to the stage. Give it up right now for Rock.
Give it up for CeCe. Give it up for CeCe. Give it up for yourselves one time. My name is Rock. I'm your second black comedian in the night. I know you. It's cool though. It's cool though, man. I know you can tell I'm not like every black guy. I got my overalls on. It's just camouflage. I can never meet the description with the overalls on. And pull him over. Woo! No, that's not him. He don't. He's got overalls on. That brother's got overalls on. That ain't him. That's not him. Go on, brother. Sorry. Nah, man. I've been trying to meet my grandma's expectations, man, and it's been pretty exhausting, man. It's been real hard, you know. And it shouldn't be. You know, one of them is you gotta love God. I couldn't stand God when I was younger, man. I was just 13, my homeboy would come over, we just trying to play the game. Man, we up in church for 12 hours. A 12-hour shift at church, doing exactly what you're doing right now, not laughing. It's not a good time. If I start falling asleep, I would have to stand up. Mother Morris be over here like, you better wake up when the man of God is talking. And if your mom didn't bring her belt, I brought mine. It's like, damn, Mother Morris. I wore sweatpants because I would get beat with my own belt for falling asleep standing up. Not on Mother Morris's watch. She got it. She had my mom with the backup. Now, women, I know you probably don't understand the feeling of like getting beat with your own belt, but like my sister got beat with her purse once. Like it was like a flail. She was like, quick flick. I didn't want to commit to that joke because if this swung too hard and hit you in the face, I would have just left. I would have just walked out. Man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. You got to raise your kids all the way. Now you're probably thinking, oh, he's another black guy with no dad. Oh. No, I got a dad. I've been around enough white people to know this, though. If it's just more than 5 in the room, just 5. At least 3 of y'all would have preferred adoption. You would have preferred adoption. A lot of y'all are adopted is what I'm finding out. Heroin hit y'all hard. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for y'all. I mean, but the reason we know this is because y'all tell us, man. You'd be like, Shajon Terrius, what'd your mom say to you, dude? I tell my mom to mind her damn business. Her dad's gonna throw her into the wall again. He gave her till Monday to fix that wall. She's running out of fucking time. He better not touch me again, dude. I'll shoot my dad. Then I'll shoot the whole school. Like, Evan! Yo! You need to come to church and stand up, bro. I think it might do something for you, man. It might do something for you, dog. Last one is you can't join no gangs. No gangs. No, you're not joining no gangs. You're not joining the police for obvious reasons. You're definitely not joining the firefighters. We buried your Grandpa Earl in a raincoat. You're not joining them either. No organized letters. All organized letters been bad for black. For the FBI, the CIA, CSI, Miami, LA, and New York. The KKK, all of them. MAGA, NASA, BLM, BLM again because they can't come up with their own damn letters? And if Donald Trump win, you're definitely not joining the Space Force. You're staying right here. You ain't joining they won't let your black ass in the CIA. They definitely not gonna let you niggas into space. You're gonna stay right here where God put you until you learn how to wake up while the man of God is talking. That was my last joke. I just got the laugh. I like y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me. I only got like 50 more seconds till I can bring up my next person. It's cold as shit outside. It's cold as shit outside, man. I've been wearing my Eucerin extra strength, man. So when Mark get up here, if it starts slipping out his hands, it's because I got my Eucerin extra strength on. If you don't know what that is, it's because you white. It's lotion. I'm talking about lotion. That's why black don't crack, man. That's why it don't crack. Start putting on lotion, man. Give it up for your next comedian. My name has been Rock, and y'all have been amazing. Mark Shafu. Come on up.
Keep it going for him. He's right. That is slick. That is slick. You guys have been good. I'm the halfway point in the show, so we've got 19 more comics after me than your headliner, so you guys are doing good. Are people still beating their kids? Is that still a big thing? Round of applause, how many people have kids? How many kids do you have? One. Do you hit them? Do you beat them? No, she's married? Okay, yeah. I can't hit her anymore. She's got a husband. That makes sense. I have kids. I love it, man. I never realized how much I wanted to have 2 kids until I had 3 kids. That was a mistake. I don't beat my kids. I don't know. I do. I've been doing this thing, gentle parenting. Has anybody heard of that before? It's all the rage with parents. Gentle parenting. Here's all it is, right? It's just anytime you would normally yell at your child, instead, you pull back and you go pick a fight with your spouse. That's it. I've never been in so many fights about the dishwasher. I put that joke on Instagram yesterday, and that was fun because it started to get a bunch of views and people liked it. And then that's when all the haters come out, and then people just fight all day about it. It's fun because this guy got on there, he's like, I'm not gonna do gentle parenting with my kids. I'm gonna prepare them for all the opposition in the world. And then I checked his profile. He doesn't even have kids. He's single. He was on there all like, I don't want my kids to be betas. I'm like, hey, maybe you should make sure your kids are real first. Worry about that, my guy. Another person on there was a teacher. He was like, this is why all the kids in my class are softer than wet cheese. Sometimes you just gotta drop the hammer. That was fun. Is that what the teachers are all like talking about which kids they should hit in their class? That's a fun parent-teacher conference. They're like, hey, so Johnny, how's he doing in your class? And you're just like, you should be hitting him more. Are you dropping the hammer at home? I don't know, man. There was another guy, too, who popped up on it. He's like, I hit my kids because my dad hit me. That's like a generational game of telephone. That's fun. It's like your family heirloom is grandpa's belt. Okay, cool. I do. And I'm not saying you shouldn't hit your kids. Some kids should be hit. I'm on board with that. I volunteered in my daughter's kindergarten classroom, and I set up these little kids at this game, right, and explained it all to them. I was like, do you guys have any questions? And a little girl raised her hand. I was like, what's your question? She's like, why are your teeth yellow? I was like, somebody should hit that kid, right? I'm fine with somebody taking a shot there. You know, that's okay. I do. I like having kids. Here's one thing that I don't like about it is like now I've got to defend, because I have all daughters, right? So I end up having to defend boys to like my daughters. And I should have been more ready to be a girl dad. Like in college, I took a women's studies class and I was the only guy in the entire class. So it just felt like I was on trial for the whole semester. We would read something shitty that's happened to women and everybody would look at me like it was my idea. I was like, I promise, if there's a spokesperson for all men, it's going to be at least one that can do 4 pull-ups, you know? And I loved that class because one day the professor wanted to make a point to the rest of the class, and she was like, how would you like it if no matter what you do here, you just get a C? I was like, that sounds amazing, actually. Can you call my other professors? That would be great. But now I gotta defend, and so now I've got daughters, and every time boys do something weird in their class, they come to me to explain it. Like my oldest, she's in 5th grade, and she'll be like, you know, Dad, how come all boys, all they like to do is just fart and yell, let's go? It's pretty great, isn't it? I don't know what you want from me. No, it's too late to do that. I will say, my last name is Shafu, and that sucks. That sucks. It's not a good comedy name. When people hear it, they think it's Asian. When they spell it, they think it's French. And then when they see me, they think it's gay. So that's fun. It's a fun last name to have for show business. I am a married person. I'm trying to be better about that. You know, when you're a parent, your relationship skills get rusty, right? Like I drew this picture of a heart and left it in my wife's car. And then she started driving to work and she called me in a panic. She's like, I think I have a stalker. So that's where we're at. It didn't help that I said, stalker, you're in your mid-30s with 3 kids. I think those days are behind you, you know? Like, that was not good. But that's it for me. Thank you, guys. I lied earlier. There are not 19 more comics. There's only 1 more comic. Are you guys ready for your final comic tonight? All right, that was pretty good for it being a smaller crowd, but we can do a little bit better for her. Are you guys ready for your headliner tonight? Please welcome to the stage the very funny Holly Hudson.
I am your other female comedian tonight. And guys, I mean, I know what you're thinking. I bet she does anal. No, come on. I pegged you for a crowd that likes anal jokes. I'm from Yellow Springs, originally up the road. You're from Yellow Springs. But I've been living in London, England the past few years. Do we have any British people in here? No, good. All right, we can talk about them. It's a very confusing place to live, okay? So I'll give you an example. So if you meet a British person, you'll know what I mean. If a Brit says it's not ideal, that means their mother has died. If they say it's less than perfect, their brother has fucked their wife. But if a Brit says it's a bloody nightmare, it's awful, there's 3% left on their phone. Now in Ohio, if someone says it's a bloody nightmare, it means there's been another mass shooting. And when the police turn up, they get hit by a Category 5 tornado. Too soon. Okay. I've been thinking a lot lately about flat earthers. I just don't get it. I mean, we've known the world is round since the Greeks, right? Yeah. Right? Okay, so imagine being Greek 3,000 years ago. You're there, you're wearing a bed sheet, your buildings are in ruins, your wife's a small boy. And yet, you're still smarter than millions of people today who believe the world is flat. I mean, there are people who have all of human knowledge in the palm of their hand and go, nope, no, not for me. I'd rather get my news from my neighbor Darren and Facebook. Edison, Da Vinci, Shakespeare. I mean, would they have bothered if they'd known they could be swiped in favor of a cat wearing a tutu? Would Newton have given a shit about gravity? All right. Yeah, I admit gravity sucks. I mean, as we get older, everything droops. So fuck Newton. I mean, he probably had the right idea. No woman has ever thanked Newton for all his great work. But I mean, if we think flat earthers are crazy, let's talk about creationists. Now, I mean, each to their own, okay. But they think that God just popped into IKEA and bought a couple of planets in the marketplace. Bag of meatballs, some smoked herring. God got home and he was like, how do I put this together? Well, got a piece of the Netherlands, we'll shove it into Jamaica over here. Animals, we'll put some elephants in Africa, some in Asia. Penguins, where do they go? South Pole, North Pole. People, where do we put all the people? We'll put the Muslims here. We'll put the Jews there as well. It'll be fine. The Archangel Gabriel's yelling from the other room, read the directions. I'm God, I don't have to read the directions. Well, I'm gonna have to explain your mistakes. God's like, scoop this rock out of here. We've got Ayers Rock. Put it over here in Australia. No, wait, scoop out the Grand Canyon. Put it over here in Australia. We've got Ayers Rock. Next up, let's make the British. We'll throw in a few hang-ups, a few insecurities. I don't have time to make the teeth. That'll be fine. So I'm dating a younger guy now. Yeah, he's still old. Just younger than me. And a friend the other day, she called me a cougar. I was like, I am not a cougar. I don't chase younger men. I train them. I give notes. And then I release them back into the community for the benefit of younger women. You're welcome, ladies, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome, sir. But ladies and sir, when you spend the night with a man who knows how to use his tongue, and you're on your 8th orgasm of the evening, it won't be God's name you'll be screaming, it will be mine. I was talking to this girl the other day, half my age, about 15. Fuck you. She was all like, yeah, slay. I was zoning out, I was not paying any attention. But then she starts complaining about dating narcissists. All of a sudden I was like, send them to me. I love narcissistic men. You know, because they're only interested in one thing, themselves. See, when you're young, you want your man to be interested in you. You want him to send you flowers, to give you cuddles, to listen to you talk. Boring. Pathetic. When you get to be my age, you just want a man to come and go. I don't want to get into all this relationship stuff, like meeting the parents. My parents are dead. That's out. His parents are my age. It's awkward. And with normal guys, at some point you have to discuss the relationship, and there's always one person who's more into it than the other. When I was younger, that used to be me. As I got older, I gave 0 fucks. My ex-husband confessed to me that he had a porn addiction. I mean, that's all men, right? We've learned that tonight. Oh, but, you know, he admitted it, so I said, I'm gonna help you with this. And I pretended the washing machine was broken and suggested he come around and fix it. For a few years, our relationship was great. I used to dress up in a nurse's uniform, and he'd say stuff to me like, oh my God, Holly, you're amazing, you're gorgeous, you're sexy. And then I found out he was a pathological liar. I mean, to be fair, I hadn't been totally honest about the washing machine. He also had ADHD, and so he took up cocaine and spent all our money. Which is why I will never share a bank account with a man again. I will do anything else with you. I'm talking sick, perverted, borderline illegal shit. You want to dress up like a gimp? Fine. You want me to wear a strap-on and peg you? Let's go. You want a dog in the park? Swing with a neighbor? I will call you Susan on the weekend. But I will not, under any circumstances, walk into a Chase bank and open a joint account. Sick bastard. The best thing about me dating narcissistic men is I'm keeping the streets safe for younger women. Again, you're welcome. You know, I would love to date men my own age. I would. But it's tough. Because there aren't any attractive, available middle-aged men who aren't going through a midlife crisis and can go within 100 yards of a primary school. Have you tried dating apps, Holly? Have you seen the false advertising on there? You guys have, I know. If you bought a Hoover, a vacuum, on Amazon, and the photo of that vacuum was taken 15 years ago, you'd send it back, right? If you ordered a kitchen ladder that was 6 feet tall and it came in at 5'2", you'd probably only sleep with that ladder once. Anything else in life, I can say exactly what I want, and that's exactly what I'll get. Coffees, cars, TVs, phones. It should be the same with men. There should be a factory out there producing men where I can call up, say what I want, and it's delivered the next day in a box, a breathable box. There'll be the New Zealand rugby player model, the Lakeith Stanfield model, the Jason Momoa Aquaman model with a serpent tattoo that goes from his wrist all the way up to his collarbone. You know, whatever you're into. Of course, you'll have that one friend who goes, Holly, I can't believe you're still buying factory farmed men. I know this wonderful place that produces free range men. You can buy these delicious organic men. So she'll take me along to the ranch. And there'll be all these men galloping across the hills. It'll be like that scene in Jurassic Park, except there'll be herds of men with high emotional intelligence and endless stamina. And there'll be safaris that women can go on and hunt. She shoots, picking a straggler off at the rear. He's hit, a tranquilizer dart in his ass. He limps along, eventually collapsing. She slings him over the back of her horse and takes him back to her house in the suburbs. I mean, I haven't thought about it much. Talk to me. I've been Holly Hudson, guys. You've been lovely. Please follow me on Instagram @HollyHuds for more comedy. And give it up for your host, Spencer.
Hey, one more time for Holly, everybody, and all the comedians that you saw tonight. We have shows here every weekend. Check out more information at GoBananasComedy.com. With that being said, have a safe drive home. Until next time, thank you.